What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So Global just got a data download here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at what was released in-game. This is actually the JP data download that came out like an hour before the Global one, but the info for the Global one isn't like officially up on anyone's like anyone's like Twitter yet, so we're just going to go over the JP one. It should be almost exactly the same, if not like exactly the same. So we're just going to take a look through here real quick. Obviously, we have like the assets for the new characters, all of the data for the new characters are here, all the SSRs and TURs. So this officially confirms that the free-to-play Gamma 1 and 2, who now we know are going to be tech and physical type, are just SSRs because there's no TURs here for them. And then we can see, the new LRs and the banner units and stuff. And then this is the new free-to-play Gohan's Awakening from the SSR that we already have. So those are all here. Great. That is pretty much expected. So the biggest news that we have here is the banners. So we don't actually have the full details of all the units that are going to be on the banners, but we do have the title cards for the banners, so we can see some of the units. So for Beast Gohan's banner, this is so bad. So we have Beast Gohan, and of course he's paired with the Trunks and Goten, which is the worst of the two banner units, because obviously the Pan is a lot better. So Piccolo's better, and Pan is better, so already this banner is better. And then, if we look over here, we have the Blue Boys, we have Cell, and we have Cell. So the Blue Boys are completely useless at this point. This unit has aged out of the meta 100%, cannot be used. Same thing with this Int LR Cell. Not very good anymore. The AGL Dokkan Fest cell, the transforming cell, he is still usable. He's still a really solid unit. It's just his team is not the greatest anymore, and you really can't run his team anywhere. So he kind of doesn't have like the best fit in the meta currently, because there aren't a ton of teams that you can run him on where he's actually going to be effective. So this banner overall is just a big L. It's pretty much a skip in my opinion, from what we've seen from it so far. The Beast Gohan banner, or I'm sorry, the Orange Piccolo banner is much better, though. Well, it's a little better, because, obviously you've got the Orange Piccolo and the Pan, and then we have the AGL LR Gohan, and then the STR Exchange Goku into Gohan. Those units are much better. This Exchange unit is insane. He's still really, really solid, and he's going to fit right in with alongside these brand new teams that we've got and stuff, so... yeah, this guy is a much better unit to have on the banner than like the AGL cell. And then we have the Tech LR Super Gogeta here. He is still usable. His ability to get the Scouter off is still really helpful for some of those harder red zone stages and Cell Max. I know a lot of people who were using him for their first clears on a lot of those more difficult events. So that is really exciting. To see that he is back yet again, even though he was just featured on a banner during the thank you celebration. So, so I think the Orange Piccolo banner is much better, and if you're only going to have enough stones to summon for one of these, then I would definitely say at this point you're probably going to want to put more resources toward Orange Piccolo for sure. Okay, so we also have a new support item that is going to be coming out here, the Rabbit Carrot. From the Monster Carrot. So this is a very interesting item. This is kind of more different than something we've ever seen. So it changes all key spheres to carrots, and you get defense 15% per key sphere obtained per turn, including carrots. So for those of you that don't know, like if you've taken on any of those Halloween events where they can change orbs into like candy and stuff, basically the tiles where they're no longer orbs. It's just like a little clear bubble, and then it has a little item inside of it. And then when you select them, you don't actually get key spheres. That's what this is. So it's just going to turn them all into little bubbles that have a carrot inside of them. You don't collect key when you select those. You do not gain any key spheres, on your little wheel. For selecting those. So that's the one downside of turning the whole field into carrots. However, it's a huge defensive buff because you're getting 15% per key sphere, and there's 24 orbs on the field. So basically you're going to select all 24 orbs and get whatever that is, 15 times 24. That's a lot of freaking defense. So you're going to have a massive defense buff for the turn, and it also gives you this counts for the entire turn. So let's say you pop it at the beginning of the turn, right? And then you get you select all the key spheres, all the carrots with the first character in slot 1, and then the entire orb replenishes itself with regular orbs again. Then any orbs that you select per key sphere obtained per turn. So any of the key spheres that you select are going to still have this 15% per key sphere obtained buff on them. So that's going to be really solid because the unit in slot 2 and slot 3 are still going to get some help from this buff because they're going to be selecting some key spheres as well. So that can be very, very nice. And then I was thinking like a solid way to use this would be with your slot 3 unit. Let's say you're in like the Cell Max event, right? And you've got, you have like, just for random sake, like you have the AGL Jocko in slot 1, so he's going to be able to dodge everything for you, right? And then you have STR Gamma 1 in slot 2. He's going to be able to tank everything like crazy, you're not worried about him. And then let's say you have like Tech LR Gogeta in the 3rd slot, and he's getting attacked a few times at the end. And you can see, okay, maybe he's not going to get super attacked. You have your Scouter up, and you can see that he's not going to take a super attack, but he still gets hit really, really hard, even from normal attacks, right? So what you would want to do on this turn is select your key spheres normally for the first rotation, or for the first unit and the second unit, and then when it comes to that Tech Gogeta, who's actually going to be a liability for you, then you pop the item for the slot 3, and then he will be able to get the giant defense buff in the 3rd slot. So this is a really, really strong item, because you're going to effectively be able to protect the weakest units on your team. You get that selective ability to do that. So I am excited to see how this item works and stuff, and try it out in game. I think it's going to be a fun one, for sure. Okay, so big news here. We have the category released as well, the new superhero category. So I actually have a more zoomed in picture here that we can take a look at. So this is the entire category here that we've got. It's pretty massive. So what they ended up doing, I was actually wrong about my prediction. I thought that it was just going to be units from the new Dragon Ball Superhero movie that would be on this. I was wrong. It looks like it is the entirety of the Dragon Ball Super anime that is on this category. So basically every single superclass unit that's on Universe 7 that is from the Dragon Ball Super anime or the Dragon Ball Superhero movie is on this category. So that's really solid. I guess I was thinking that it would have been pretty egregious for them to do like the entire, like every single superclass unit in the Dragon Ball Super anime, because I thought they were going to be including like Kale and Caulifla and Jiren and Hit and all of these other super type units that are on the other universes as well. But they didn't do that. So I think this is a decent compromise for this. But this category is really, really good. Like, I mean, you've got some of the best units in the game on here. You know, you have the new Orange Piccolo. Fuck the new Gohan. You have Gamma 1 and 2. We've got Vegeta and Trunks. We've got, we have the new, the LR Gods here. Like, there are some really, really beefy units on here. You've got AGL UI Goku. We have Tech God Goku. Like, there's some absolute monsters on this category. So yeah, I am really, really excited for this category now. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to use, and this is definitely something that's going to get more and more buffs coming up in the future, because we're going to continue to get more units from the movie, and then if the Dragon Ball Super anime continues, when we get the reboot, now what we're doing basically is praying that it's still called Dragon Ball Super, because there is going to be a new anime coming out in like the next year or two. We'll see when that officially gets announced, hopefully soon. But yeah, if it does get rebooted as still being Dragon Ball Super, then any units that release in there are going to be added to this category. So that will be really exciting. But yeah, very, very solid category indeed. So that is about everything we have. Oh wait, there's one more thing here. We have the OSTs for the new units that have come out. Now, they have just recently started doing something really exciting, because for as long as we can remember, they have been releasing original soundtracks for the Dokkan Fest units that release. Now, they're starting to do it for the new banner units, too. So we do have the Power Awakened Piccolo and the Ultimate Gohan OSTs, and then obviously we have the Orange Piccolo OST from for his giant transformation, which he gets a separate one for. Which, by the way, another huge L for Ultimate Gohan because he doesn't have a transformation. Beast Gohan doesn't get his own OST. I think that is the biggest L ever. That is so bad, especially because I'm not going to play them here, but I will have them in a playlist on my YouTube channel when the extended versions get uploaded to YouTube, so you guys can go and listen to them there from that playlist, and you're also going to be hearing them in the background of all my videos because they're so good. This OST is really good, and I cannot imagine how amazing it would have been if Beast Gohan had his own, but he's not getting one, so just L. Total L. We needed that transformation. It's so bad. But yeah, check this out. We're actually getting, Pan has her own OST, and it's actually super cute. It's kind of like the Yajirobe one that came out. I like that they're doing this with the Banner Unit ones, because for all the Dokkan Fest OSTs, they want to make them these like supreme, powerful, awesome OSTs that just are amazing, right? And obviously it would be bad for them to release like these dinky little whimsical songs for these major Dokkan Fest units, but they've started doing that for these banner units, and it's actually really enjoyable. So I love what they have done with the adaptation of this music. So yeah, we have the teen Gohan and Goten and Trunks. They have their OST as well. And then, excitingly enough, we actually are getting OSTs for the free-to-play Gamma 1 and 2s that are being given out. They have their own OSTs as well. It's kind of insane. And there's a huge W for Gamma 2 again, because the Dokkan Fest Gamma 1 and 2, the Gamma 2 there had an amazing OST, like probably top 3 in the game for me. And this one goes right up there with it, because the free-to-play one got an amazing OST as well. So, yeah, I am just super excited for all of this new stuff coming. We have about a day and a half left until this stuff releases in-game, so I am super excited. Let me know what you guys think about all of this new content that has come out. Oh, by the way, follow me on Twitter, at Toxic Jordan over here. I am constantly covering a lot of new content that comes out in game and updates with what is going on in my account for Dokkan Battles. So, yeah, but if you guys enjoyed this one, then consider being a member of the Toxic Tribe with a like, comment, and subscribe on the video. That is going to do it for this one, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace!